Hey there, traders and investors. It's Rod with Powell Group. Welcome back on the Pursuit of Wealth for a daily market recap. Today's a recap for Friday, April 16th. Hope everyone is well. It's Friday. Happy Friday. Can't wait for the weekend to relax and recharge the batteries. So before we jump in, make sure to smash the like and subscribe to the channel. We'll go over some news and events and a high-level overview of the broader market. And I'll put some timestamps in the description below as well. So moving right along. SpaceX wins U.S. contract for spacecraft to send astronauts to the moon. Washington Post says, to the moon. Ontario could announce new measures and restrictions, and there was some idea floating around of another potential 6-week lockdown. Morgan Stanley tops earnings estimates on better than expected bond trading results. And also Bitcoin falls earlier on today as Turkey bans cryptocurrency payments, and we saw hourly oversold coming off of all-time highs. And a lot of names that hadn't been hourly oversold in a very long time. I played the bounce on XRP, and I actually used 15x leverage on one of our sponsors, Bybit. So you can check out the link in the description below. But we're going to have some cool sponsorships from them and partnerships. You'll be able to win Apple Watches and GoPros and free memberships to the Power Group community. So stay tuned for some more news on that. But like I said, used 15x leverage on that hourly oversold, and I was up over 100% in a matter of about an hour. So that was pretty cool. And everything's bouncing back pretty good. Elon Musk favorite Dogecoin rockets 100% as Robinhood denies restricting trade. So you can see here we were pretty beat up and a pretty nasty sell-off after hitting almost 64,000. Actually, we hit 65,000 almost. And then we got as low as 60,000. So found some support there. And that's when we hit hourly oversold. And here we are in a 15-minute uptrend. We have a potential hourly bull flag here on Litecoin. Litecoin saw a huge bounce, up almost 20%. But XRP was the winner here, hit a low of about 142 and to the high up at 174.5, looking at about a 23% bounce. XLM's also a potential hourly bull flag. So XLM and LTC, Litecoin, looking very, very strong at the minute. We've got this channel here on Ethereum that we're watching. Dogecoin, so up over 100% today. Monthly RSI is at 99.56. It was actually a lot higher than that, but I don't know if I've ever seen an RSI level that high before. And if you are not taking profits right now, there is something wrong. I just want to show something real quick here. So looking at the weekly chart, if we go back to last year, so if we go back to May and April of last year in 2020, we were at a low of about 0.0017. So I just want to do a quick calculation. I know a lot of people in our group trade Doge and a lot of people online trade Doge. So I just want to do a quick calculation. So let's say you put $1,000 into Doge a year ago when it got as low as 0.0017. So not even a penny, right? 0.2 of a penny. So that would give you 588,000 Doge. We hit 45 cents today. So times that by 45 cents. If you put $1,000 into Doge a year ago, that's now worth over $250,000. So if you just put in $4,000 US, you would now have over $1 million US. So now, in my opinion, this is not financial advice. This is only for entertainment purposes. If it were me, I would be running for the hills like there was no tomorrow, right? Like a bat out of hell, because we were already up hundreds and hundreds of percent. So I would 100% be running for the exit at this point. Monthly, daily, weekly RSI has been absolutely absurd, and I've never seen anything that high before. So I would certainly be taking profits. Moving on to SPY and the overall broader market. So we had an all-time high daily record close, new all-time high on SPY, record daily close, record weekly close. And we haven't consolidated now on the daily time frame. We did see a mini higher low here, but not enough of a pullback there. So we just didn't ignore that. But essentially 15 days in a row now without any meaningful daily consolidation. We have this gap to fill down at 467. So we'll be watching that, and the low of the day today. We are selling off a little bit here after hours. We did have an EMA 12 and 26 bear cross. So again, we need to lose the low of today on Monday. And again, I am staying protected with my SPXS hedge, hedging my long-term MJ positions. And I'll do an MJ video review here a little bit later on. I may do a live stream as well. But I did want to just go through this a little bit quicker today. There wasn't a whole lot. Just continues the slow and steady grind up. But the dollar, we just barely lost the low of yesterday, but we're coming up on 91.30 support. So we need to be cautious, right? We're at support on the dollar. The stock market is at all-time highs, blue sky breakouts, and the dollar is approaching its support. So it's entirely possible that we just breach that support and we see further downside on the dollar, but it's also possible that the dollar bounces and we see a little bit of profit taking in the broader market. So we'll be watching that into next week. IWM broke the high of yesterday and basically flat on the day. QQQ, new all-time high and record daily close on the weekly. We had a record weekly candle close as well. SMH is a potential weekly bull flag, it looks like, trying to form a base of support there off EMA 12. US oil was a little bit weaker today, but not, it still saw a higher high today, and the daily bounce is still underway. But we'll need to lose the previous daily candle low to see daily consolidation. Gold and silver still remain very strong with daily uptrends confirmed. And we could see an EMA 12 and 26 bull cross on silver. It's already happened on gold. Biotech was weak today, down almost 1.5%. XLE was weak. The energy sector, not surprising, with oil's weakness. And the financial sector was extremely strong, new all-time high, and closed almost 0.75% in the green. And the healthcare sector, new all-time highs, 0.75% on the day as well. So that's what's keeping SPY afloat. Taking a look at Tesla. So Tesla broke the high of yesterday. So we had an inside bar that broke bullish, but we ended up pulling back within that range. We had that daily bull flag that confirmed. We had a target of 775. We had 780 straight into daily consolidation. So we'll be watching the low of today on Monday. Taking a look at the bull and the bear list, we had VEGA, Riot, JMIA. And on the bull list, we had the very good food company, NEXE, and Coin. Coin, I want to bring up this chart real quick. So Coinbase has an inside bar on the daily. It's looking like we could potentially see another inside bar on Monday. So we'll be watching support currently is 317.27 and resistance up at 349.20. If we have an inside bar on Monday, we'll be looking at resistance at 345.99 and support at 321.03. So that's pretty much all I have for you guys today. We'll just take a look at SPY here on the weekly chart. So we're still well above the 10-week moving average. It's down at 394. The MACD and stochastic are still extremely bullish. We're well above the weekly moving averages. The closest one is the 50 weekly down at 348, and that's a long ways away. So we need to get a little bit of a reality check that we could potentially test that. We're going to test it again at some point. It's just a matter of when is it going to happen. The 50-day moving average down at 393.40. So I could see a potential 400 test and a gap fill and maybe even a 50-day moving average test at some point in the near future. We know that we're overdue. We're not, extended is just relative. It depends on, the context. But if you look at Doge, with its monthly RSI at 99.5. You look at the RSI on SPY, it's only at 73. And on the daily, the RSI is only at 74. So we're just barely overbought. We are overbought on pretty much every time frame except maybe the shorter term time frames like the 15-minute and the 5-minute. Hourly was overbought, but coming down here now with extended hours. But if we take off extended hours, we were hourly overbought. So pretty much overbought on every time frame. Again, I am hedging SPXS. The reason why I'm using SPXS is because I'm very, very long MJ, and MJ isn't set up well if the overall broader market rolls over. So this is how I'm protecting my MJ. If the overall broader market sees a sell-off and we see fear pick up in the market, then that's going to negatively impact MJ, in my opinion. Of course, we could go the other way if we see Safe Banking Act or potential news for any individual company, but the odds are in our favor. The odds are saying that it's in our favor to see more downside if SPY pulls back and we see fear ramp up in the market. So thanks for joining us on the Pursuit of Wealth for another daily market recap. Make sure to smash the like and subscribe to the channel. I would appreciate it. And we will see you a little bit later on for a MJ sector review. I hope everyone has a fantastic weekend, and we'll see you next week after market close on Monday. Take care, everybody.